This is INC Now.
A missing 9-year-old Fort Wayne girl found dead tonight. Good evening, I'm Melissa Long. The Allen County Sheriff's Department held a news conference just moments ago with the breaking announcement. Sheriff Ken Freeze says Aliahna Lemmon was discovered just after 9 p.m. somewhere in northern Allen County. They are not releasing specifics. Aliahna was last seen Friday in a trailer in the Northway Mobile Home Park off North Clinton Street. She was reportedly staying with a neighbor, Mike Plumidor, who faces a preliminary charge now of murder. He originally said he had nothing to do with the girl's death. He said he went out to get cigars and that Aliahna was asleep in a chair. Rachel Martin was at the news conference tonight. She joins us now live with the latest. When will Mike Plumidor head to court? First of all, let's talk about what led to the arrest of Mike Plumidor, the discovery of Aliahna's body tonight. Rachel.
Well, Melissa, I'm actually here with the Allen County Sheriff Ken Freeze. Ken, can you please tell us what led to the arrest of Mike Plumidor?
This was actually the third interview we'd done with him over the last several days, and during this last interview he gave us an indication as to his involvement in this and then told us where we would be able to find her remains.
So what can you tell us about where her remains were found?
We always know that they're going to be within a mile of where the crime occurred, and they were well within that mile. We can't say too much more. Tomorrow at his initial hearing, I'm sure when the probable cause comes out, you'll be able to find that out then.
So what can you tell us about his possible motive?
We don't know of any motive. I can tell you it's a horrific crime. We don't know what the motive is.
And I believe there was caution tape around Plumidor's trailer and also around a dumpster. What can you tell us about the dumpster?
As the investigation continued on today, as I say, this is the third interview we did with him. Search warrants were gotten for his home, another home in the trailer park. The dumpster just had tape put on it just in case it came into play. There was never a search warrant for that because we were getting indications from him where we needed to look. And that's why the investigation progressed the way it did.
Hey, Rachel.
Many people thought that we weren't doing our job over the last 4 days, and as I said earlier, these guys had no crisp. They worked through it.
Rachel,
yes.
Rachel, I wanted to know if Sheriff Freeze could tell us anything about the condition of the body or if Mr. Plumidor had any criminal history.
Can you please talk about the condition in which Aliahna's body was found?
I can't really go into that much. All I can say is that her remains were located. I really won't say much more than that right now.
And can you tell us, does Mike Plumidor have any criminal history, and what would that be?
He does have some previous convictions, mostly I think out of the state of Florida. They're non-violent crimes, mainly doing with auto theft.
Can the sheriff confirm that Mr. Plumidor took a polygraph test today, as he told our Megan Trent he was going to take this afternoon?
Now Mike Plumidor told one of our reporters earlier today that he was going to take a polygraph test. Did he in fact take that test?
One was given to him, yes. We weren't going to discuss that, but he said he was going to take it, so yes, one was given to him. I can't discuss whether he passed or failed, which I know will be the next question, but that's the investigation continued, and the questioning afterwards is when he finally decided to be honest with the police officers and the FBI.
Now, I know a lot of investigating has been going on for the past 2-3 days, even over Christmas. Can you tell us, the FBI was involved. Why were they involved?
We asked for them to come in because they're assets. They were able to bring in agents from around the country from their behavioral unit so we could get a better understanding of what we're going to be looking for. And like I say, as the investigation progressed, we pretty much knew who we needed to focus on, and our detectives did a great job doing that.
Now, what are the next steps in this investigation, or what will be going on the next few days?
The initial hearing he has is court tomorrow. We will continue our investigation, wrapping up loose ends, probably for the rest of the week at least. FBI agents have gone back to their different areas of the country, and coroner's office now will take over and do their portion of their investigation, and we'll look forward to court dates.
All right. Well, thank you, Sheriff Ken Freeze. Back to you, Melissa, in the newsroom.
All right. Thank you, Rachel. We do understand that Aliahna had vision and hearing problems. She was said to be a sleepwalker. All of these things led the searchers to believe maybe she had walked out of the trailer. They continued, as you said, and as the sheriff said, to search over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We do understand, as you said, that there's crime tape around a dumpster nearby. One would speculate that that is perhaps where the body was found. We also are told that there are 15 child molesters living in that trailer park, which only has 24 mobile homes in it, but apparently no history of child molesting on the part of Mike Plumidor, who is now the suspect in this case. We also understand that Mike Plumidor was living with the grandfather of Aliahna Lemmon, who did have some sort of history with children. That's not confirmed yet, but that the grandfather had died several weeks prior, and Mike Plumidor is still living in the trailer. So this is a tangled web. I'm sure police are trying to connect all the dots and find out exactly what happened to this little girl, but apparently he has come forth tonight, finally done the right thing in his life and told what happened to her, and we will see what happens as his case proceeds through the legal system. Thanks, Rachel, very much. This was not the end that lots of people were looking for in this story. Tonight, at an emotional ceremony where a candlelight vigil was held this evening in honor of Aliahna and her family, more than 100 people showed up with candles and flyers offering their support. Supporters say the FBI did grant permission to the community to assist in the weekend search. Many of those people say they had been looking for the little girl all morning. The grandfather says that Aliahna has a habit of sleepwalking. Once again, they thought she might have just walked out to her bus stop Friday morning. We will continue to follow this story as the case proceeds through the legal system and as we get more information about the condition of Aliahna's body, where they located it, and what police are looking at next. But a very tragic and sad end to the search for this little girl.